Shalom, brothers and sisters. I'm back with another video. So I hope you guys have been watching some of my previous videos, because I'm going to be picking up where I left off at on previous videos. So you may want to start with my first video where I'm talking about like the lecture that was coming from William George Hunt Williamson. I think that's it, y'all. I got too many books. I got too much stuff going on. Okay, so go back to the original video when I started talking about all these messages from space, and we're gonna pick up from there. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick up on this book, y'all. We're gonna start reading. I actually have my husband here. He's gonna help me with some of this reading, because y'all already know I don't have time to be reading all this stuff, but I'm doing it for you guys because I know a lot of people do not have this information and don't even know that this even happened or occurred. Okay, so we're going to just go straight into it. I'm going to try to limit my talking because I'm going to try to get as much of this in as I can today. So we're going to go right into it. Okay, now I'm going to have the screenshots on the video for you guys. This is actually in my book, so sorry you guys, I don't have a free PDF of the remaining pages, so I had to give you some screenshots of my book. Okay, so I'm going to be starting here now. This what I'm reading from is from 6:05 p.m. on June the 7th 1954, and this is, it says Parnar interviews Mrs. Swan. Okay, so know that Mrs. Swan is the contactee and has been communicating with the ships. Okay, so I'm going to have my husband ask the questions and I am going to be answering. Okay, so this is how the book is set up. Okay, now it says Parnar speaking. Good. We are making very good headway and hope to complete our revolutions very soon. We are going to hold our tribunal next week. I would like to ask some more questions, if I may.
Why do you people not believe that we are real?
I think we do believe you are people from another realm outside of our knowledge. Some of your maneuvers baffle us, and we haven't any airborne craft that can move so swiftly.
If we do signal to your aircraft, will you people return a friendly signal?
Yes, I believe we will.
If we should land en masse on some of your airfields, will we be protected from any sign of attempted capture?
If you could let us know when and where it could be arranged, I am sure. Our government is never belligerent to friendly visitors.
Could you and your good friends, Alpha, tell me of be there in person to introduce us to your official personnel?
If it is not too far away from the surrounding area, yes, we would be honored.
Perhaps we can come to a conclusion on this. Does your government trust us?
I believe so, as long as you could prove you are not enemies.
We can do this. How can you make your people meet us?
We can send a telegram to Washington direct to our president. I believe he would listen. We can pray that he will.
Good. Try this when you hear from us.
How can we be sure you will come?
Yes, I understand your position. If we can all agree upon a founded date and place, we will be there. We can fly in formation the day before over your house. Is this proof enough of our sincerity to come?
Yes.
Can you tell us how your personnel people will greet us?
If Mr. and Mrs. Knowles or myself is there, we will extend our hand and make you welcome.
Good. We wish to be completely friends and meet in a cordial manner.
It shall be so.
Will the people about you be frightened if we should fly over your home in a large formation?
I don't really believe so.
I will tell you how I will look. I will wear a silver frontlet and a silver face protector. I am white-skinned like Alpha. I will stand by his side.
I shall remember.
Good. I think this is all for this time. It has been refreshing to know that people are like yourself on the Uenza. From your television and radio, we get some odd notions about you people. How can you enjoy such nonsense?
Most of the nonsense is enjoyed by the younger people. I like good music and classical dancing. Many of us do also. Television is comparatively young to us, and they have the notion pictures to be active ahead of good behavior.
You would naturally believe any new thing should produce more information and improved entertainment?
I think many of us older people believe that also.
Should not older people sustain the knowledge of the young ones?
Yes, they should. But our television companies are materialistic and compete for money rather than for spiritual qualities.
Who has the jurisdiction over this?
The companies themselves do, unless it becomes profane. And I believe we have censors whose job it is to look after this.
Do you wish for your daughter to be crazy and stupid to please the companies?
No, she is rather quiet. Our schools help toward good behavior. Also our churches.
Good. There is some restriction on behavior then.
Very much. Most people are reserved and relatively polite and considerate.
I certainly am getting a brand new insight in regard to your people.
Good. I am very pleased.
I must confess, I thought you were on the last road to Hades.
Oh, not so. Not yet.
I can see you have a sense of humor. That is good. And we really do want to help you people, and I am glad you will be willing to aid us.
We will, I am sure.
That is all I care to know at this time.
Sincerely, Parnar. Okay, that was part of it, you guys. I'm just simply reading out of the book, okay? Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Now, before I go to the next one, I am going to have up a picture, you guys. If you're looking at it, you're going to see like a little star, and it's going to be circled. That is where the ship was located at, you guys. And it actually, I believe, I'm guessing it's maybe coordinates or something. So it just has like a little star there showing you where those ships were located at when they were communicating to them. Okay, we're going to move on. Now, this one is, it says, Mrs. Swan transcribes a message from Alpha. So she's going to be basically transcribing a message from that ship, okay? Okay, I'm starting. It says, yes, I am truly grateful to Mr. and Mrs. Knowles, and I am most interested in his message to me. I will give this my own profound thought, and I am sure Panar is becoming more acquainted in the ways of your people. We will meet next week at our tribunal on the moon base. There will be many planet representatives there, and we will give voice to your needs. Panar is most effective at any conference table, and after due consideration, I am sure he will become more lenient toward our mission. We will try to the utmost to make a mass landing in our safety and to prove to you people that we do not have any evil intent. In this way, you will know that we are friendly indeed. From now on, we on M4 will look upon Urenza as a place worth saving, and as your fair country as a friend to help serve the needs of mankind throughout the world. Until we inform you otherwise, we will go along with Panar's suggestion and fly a small formation over the contact's home the day before the date. I will write her and set the date, but the formation will be the proof of our fulfillment to our promise. Now that this is settled, we will go on to other things, and in due time we will inform you through the contact. Love and regards to all. Alpha. All right, y'all heard that? Now this was from Alpha. This is from that ship, y'all. So they was like, yo, we finna be flying in formation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be looking out for us. Y'all, they even confirmed about the moon base. Clearly not law. All the people who out here been wanting to know if this is true, Yes, it's true. There is people on the moon. There is a base there, you guys. They even said about how different representatives, planet representatives are there. So it's probably like all the planets like in our solar system and beyond. People are coming there to meet on the moon, y'all, at the base. Y'all, this is getting real, y'all. We already know this, but this is actually a confirmation that they were actually here back in the 1950s, actually talking, you know, to us. They was like, you know what I'm saying, letting us know what's going on. So when y'all be seeing like ships and stuff in formation, just know some other stuff is going down, y'all. Okay, I understand this was back in the 1950s, but things are happening now in our time. Okay, they were just warning us of things to come. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Trust and believe me when I say they did this in event, like, you know, back then in the past, to let us know what was coming in the future. All right, hope y'all hearing what I'm saying. Now we finna move on to the next page of this book. Let's see now. Okay, it looks like there's some more answers, some questions and answers on here, so my husband's going to get involved in this again. Okay, baby, so let's go ahead and do this here. So now this is on 2 p.m. June 8th, 1954. Okay, now you can read all the little stuff at the top yourself. I'm not finna go through all that. I had a little screenshot in the back. Now this says
Rear Admiral H.B. Knowles interviews AFA through Mrs. Swan.
Okay, now let's get it. All right, now it says question. It says
Admiral Knowles, you speak about landing en masse or in force. What do you mean?
We mean to take the entire field.
How many ships and men would be involved?
That will be up to you people. We could bring around 5,000. Yes, more if you desire.
Does that mean men or bells?
No, that means our bells. Some of our bells carry 3 or 4. Some of them carry only 1.
How large a landing area would be necessary for the total bells given?
You name your field and we will plan likewise in accordance to the number involved.
Are you familiar with the Brunswick Navy landing field and the so-called Sanford Airport?
We can find these if you give us locations on one of your maps. If the contact will calm down, I will write so that you can read this.
The Sanford Field is about 20 miles east of north of this location.
I believe that I have passed over this before.
I've been talking with members of the Naval Intelligence Service. We have had a lengthy conference, and these representatives have taken a realistic view and doubt strenuously whether there's anything tangible enough for our higher authorities to make plans to meet you.
I can see them as well as any of you can through the contact, and I am very pleased to make your acquaintance. I understand this very well, and I would say this is a fair view.
We've talked over various possible ways of approach. One very logical observation has been made. If you appeared at the Grange Hall last Halloween, then you certainly would be able to make such an appearance just as successfully in the near future. It has been suggested that you make such an appearance, that you contact Francis Swan and H.B. Knowles and make yourself known. Then we will contact Naval Intelligence in Boston and let them know. They'll be up here to participate in the preliminary conference with you.
Some of you people take a lot for granted. This would not be possible at this time. In the near future, I could come in one of our bells, y'all listen to this, and land out here by the contact's home. Please keep your planes away. That is all I ask.
Could a landing be made at night when there would be no likelihood of anyone flying around?
I believe so. I could try next week if that is all right with you, as I would be over this area. Yes. Why do you not contact me by shortwave and have a more direct and convincing answer. I can tune in on any wavelength. Just take time to listen for a reply. I am sure I can reach you. I will make a date for any time to contact you by shortwave dash system. I will try, but as you know, some of your planes try to keep us off. Now, y'all, that's interesting. I'm going to keep it going. But, y'all, them planes need to stay away. They basically telling them, like, yo, keep your planes off of us when we coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, let's keep it going. So, now, this says here, it just says, at this point, the question and answer sequence broke down because of some rapid fire exchanges. I wonder what happened. I don't know what that means. Okay, so previously, Alpha has stated he was going to a tribunal meeting on the moon next week. And the question came up how he would land here if he went to that meeting. There was more talk about frequency, etc. And during this period, Mrs. Swan was constantly taking down notes from Alpha. These notes reading as follows. Alpha, it says, I will try to do this. The tribunal is going to meet next week for several days. I can plan on any day most convenient to you. If you want a definite frequency, try 405 band length. Our sets are different and our names are different. What is a megacycle? The intelligent people suggested several wavelengths and defined a megacycle. I will remember and have note of this. I can come down to your level if you wish. Name a definite day. I will come near enough in one of our motherships. Oh, At this time, the intelligence people suggested 2 p.m. Thursday, June 10th, 1954. Dang, they were specific, y'all. They told them the exact time and when they was going to come, y'all. Then it says Thursday at what time? 2 p.m. That is fine. I'm just saying now. Listen for me. I will make a long signal, then info, alpha. I have communicated on this before. A man named Williamson. It says, this is Rick Williamson, assistant editor of Soulcraft Chapels, Noblesville, Indiana. Okay, and it says, yes, the operator does not want his name revealed, but we did this for the man Williamson. He called as I had previously called them when they were operating. I can use any frequency. Please do not underestimate me. I can contact you if you listen. I can tune in on any frequency. So y'all hear that, you guys? They basically like, yo, we can tune into any frequency. Oh, okay. Now, let's see. Where am I? Okay, so it says there was more questioning about an actual landing as had been previously suggested. Okay, so it says, baby, go ahead and read just this right here.
I will try this, but I do not understand your government. I represent as large a portion of people as you do, and I'm sure you would not try to make this demand of your president unescorted.
It says, it was then suggested that he send an emissary instead of himself.
I could try to have a personal contact, but I also want you to give me some guarantees. I am most interested in meeting you people. If I come alone, it will have to be before Mr. and Mrs. Knowles and my contact, as that is all the people I can feel sure I can rely on. I feel sure of this. How can I be sure it will be worthwhile to make this landing? I only want the government to be able to know we help you. I want cooperation. I do understand. I am saving your planet. What more do you want in the way of friendship? When you people are ready to meet us, we will teach you our ways and devices.
I'm just saying, seemed like he was a little bit concerned, y'all. He was just trying to make sure, like, you know what, let me go ahead and meet with the people that I've been talking to, because that's who he was most, familiar with. So he wanted to be like, nah, look, if I land, am I going to be able to meet these people you know, in person that we have been contacting, who we've been talking to all this time, and they really want, you know, our cooperation in this, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, look, you know, we trying to save your planet, you know what I'm saying? We done already told you that we're friendly, you know what I'm saying? So they basically saying like, we benevolent beings, we're here to help you, you know what I'm saying? We willing to teach you, you know what I'm saying, our ways. And, you know, basically it seems like to teach them like some of the devices or the technology that they use. Now look, these seem like they pretty cool to me, but I mean, let's keep it going. Go ahead and read that. Okay, let me just read this part right here. So it says, this was in reply to a general discussion centered around theory that it might be a great deal easier for us to communicate directly with them if we were provided with one of their radio sets. At this time, it was suggested that there seemed to be vast suspicion on both sides and that little progress could be made unless there was some give and take in this matter.
Not really suspicious, but you must realize that these little bellhops are not as easy as they seem.
How long can you stay?
I am not sure, and I have a job to do also. I can stay for an hour or so.
At this point, the intelligence people prepared to leave, and we thank Alpha for his cooperation in answering questions.
We thank your people very much, and I am sure if we do not meet in the very near future, I will see them in several months. We are planning to come in anyway.
Oh, they're like, look, regardless of what y'all saying, we coming anyway. Uh-oh. Y'all heard that? They like, regardless what you say, you know what I'm saying, we gonna come anyway. And they like in the near future. Uh-oh. So to me, y'all, this is why I be picking up. I'm like, well, since they could not land back then in the 1950s, they basically saying like, if we ain't gonna do this landing now, we gonna do it anyway in the near future. Now we had already read, y'all, in the beginning when they said that they had about like 5,000 ships. Y'all remember that? It was saying like, it said we could bring around 5,000 ships, y'all. What? And then they was basically trying to tell you about the motherships carrying little smaller ships. Y'all better wake up. Y'all know, remember Independence Day? Y'all, when that big old mothership came in and then those smaller ships came out of it? Yeah. Visualize that. Okay. Now, on the screen, you should be seeing the little star, that little location where they were at. And I guess that's the coordinates. Okay. So we're going to move on here. And let's see what's over here. Let's see. No, you know what, you guys? We're going to end this right here so that way I can prepare for the next video. Because I don't want to make these too long. I have to prepare for this and see how I'm going to go with this. But you guys, I want you guys to know that these messages that were coming from space, you know, this is an indication, you guys, of what the prophecies were in the Bible. A lot of people know that the chariots of the Most High were returning. Okay. Now, I want to say this, okay, because a lot of people get so focused on race, right? Now, they had mentioned like who they was talking to, like they was trying to say that he had white skin or whatever. Now, keep in mind, y'all, just like there are many different races on planet Earth, there are many different races out there in space, okay? Please, I think Earth is the only place that gets so caught up on race, okay? It creates division, okay? People need to wake up and understand that there are all different races out there in the universe. There are different races that come from other star systems. So if Earth began to wake up and come together and unite in love, okay, we can be part of the galactic community. Because when you be a part of the galactic community, you're going to start to see many different star races out there. And some of them may not look like you, okay? I just want to put that out there. But just know and understand that the chariots of the Most High have returned. just like Mrs. Swan was a contactee, I was too. Now, she heard from this group named Alpha. Now, I don't know who this group was, but guess who contacted me? I'm just going to tell you who contacted me. Now, this is directly for the children of Israel, because they will actually know what I'm talking about when I say the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? That is who contacted me. We got plenty of groups out there. You got people saying different. Pleiadians contacted them. Andromedans contacting them. You got, you know, all different types of beings out there, y'all. I'm telling y'all. The one who contacted me, okay, this is in regards to Bible prophecy. Okay? He, like I explained, I believe in another video, I didn't really go into it, but I guess I'll go into it now since I'm kind of like ending this video, you know, soon. So I just want to let y'all know that, you know, I was also contacted. My experience was a little bit different. Okay. It was actually on July 26, 2013. And I also, you know, received a signal, and I've been trying to explain to y'all what it means with the pineal gland and everything like that. I call that my cosmic antenna. Okay, so you know, I had done went to sleep, y'all, and then all of a sudden, I was connected to somebody, a ship or something, because I literally heard the person in the background. It was like they was far away, and then I was like, I can't hear you, you know, I can't really pick you up, I can't hear what you're saying. And I was saying, God, I was like, God, is that you? God, is that you? And then I was like, I can't hear you. And he was in the back, and he was like, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He repeated it twice, so I clearly heard this, y'all. He was like, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? The children of Israel will know what I am talking about when I say that. Clearly, this is talking about our ancestors returning, you guys. And if you know who your ancestors are, then you will know who coming in on them ships. Now, I've done several videos talking about Enki. Okay? I have put out the Sumerian tablets, you guys. I have talked about the lost book of Enki. This is what they told me my mission was and what I had to do. Okay? I did all of this around, it was 2020, during the time with Passover, you guys. It was during that time around in 2020, and I did a whole bunch of different series, and I was talking about the lost book of Enki, and I was taking y'all all the way back to the Garden of Eden. This was my mission. It was part of my mission, and I did what I was supposed to do at that particular time. So I spent time in the lost book of Enki trying to break it down, or just go over it, just to, you know, make people aware of that, of those tablets, to see what was happening, what was going on. And we learned a lot of things in that book. So when y'all speak about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, just please understand and be aware that this is talking about Nibirians. Okay, I know a lot of people be getting all confused and say, well, no, you know, Anunnaki is just referring to, you know, beings just coming down from outer space, just a whole different, you know, a lot of different people. Well, guess what? I'm going to just be very specific. Okay, because when I was reading in the lost book of Enki, it was saying how all of them came from Nibiru. They was coming from the planet. They even described what the planet looked like, and it was like had a reddish tint. I put everything out there, so I'm not going to go over it again because I already have the videos. I'm not going to listen to what everybody else on the earth is saying. If you wasn't contacted yourself by the God of Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob, or any of those extraterrestrial beings, then you ain't got nothing to say. Okay? You ain't really got nothing to say about what I'm saying, because they came to me, Okay, and I literally saw them in my dreams. Okay, and they were brown skinned just like me, and they were tall. Now I'm 5'4", so you know it would seem to be that anybody would be taller than me. Okay, so I don't know, I can't really give you a height level. I don't know if they were 7 feet tall, but they were tall. Okay, so you know, they came to me in the dreams, y'all. They was working with me. They was working with me from 2012, you know, all the way until now. You know, my dreams and visions have literally stopped because I believe they gave me every single thing that I needed to do these videos. Okay, so I am back with videos for a reason. I'm telling y'all, I'm back doing videos for a reason. Now, they pretty much stopped me, and I'm like, what? I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe they want me to go back to doing more videos, and I feel like this is what's happening. I feel like a lot of things has happened in my life, and I feel like I think they might want me to go back and talk about some things. So here I am, y'all, talking about more things, trying to open up and tell you a little bit more about my experiences. So just keep in mind that I'm coming to you because I was contacted by the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I did not know at that time who that particular person was, because it was one man. It was one man's voice. Okay, I didn't know, but I understood that the Anunnaki it was multiple, you know, people. The Elohim, it consisted of a lot of them, and I knew Enlil, Enki. You know, you have Marduk. You know, you have to go back and see all the sons of Enki and all the sons of Enlil. And then you got the Igigi. You know what I'm saying? So you got a whole bunch of different beings involved in this. So I wanted to be sure who was talking to me. You feel me? You have to test the spirit out. You have to see if this is a benevolent spirit, okay? Or is this somebody coming in trying to deceive me? Because I know how my ancestors were, okay? I ain't got time to play with them. I know how they were because I read the Bible. I understand how my ancestors was operating back there. I understood that they was misled. I understood that there was a lot of anger, a lot of war, a lot of things that was going on. Okay? And they were crazy. I see them today. Look, okay? Unfortunately, the same way how the ancestors was acting back then, doing all the evil and wickedness, it's the same thing being done today within our own people. And I see it. I see it myself. I've seen the wickedness myself. I've seen the anger and the hate inside of them myself. So I don't need no, I know, because I see it today. It exists today. The same wickedness exists today. So I understand what my ancestors was talking about in the Bible. And then when I went to the Lost Book of Enki, then that's when I understood where they got it from. You got to understand your own ancestors, okay? So all these people out here trying to talk about the Nibirians or the Anunnaki and trying to say how they were, well, you don't know unless that was your ancestors, then you would know, okay? So if they came to me, then I understand, and I saw their image. They look like me. Unfortunately, this is not about race, but I want to identify who I saw in my dreams and who I saw coming on them chariots, and they look like me. Okay, they came down, and it was men that came down, and they were all brown brothers. Okay, they came to me, and they went out to the four corners of the earth, and they was actually going out to other people. The angel that came to me, you see, he was like, I got a plan for you, and it's sent from God. So I'm thinking like, oh Lord, he finna tell, oh Lord, they done came to me. I'm thinking, y'all, for real, y'all. It was a moment in time. I was like, man, I ain't no Moses, man. I'm not finna go out here. Didn't I do that, babe?
You sure did.
I was like, man, I ain't no Moses. I ain't finna be no Moses, man. I ain't finna raise nobody up. They gonna raise themselves up. Like, I gotta do work. I'm finna be like Enoch, you know. Let me go and study first, okay? Let me go and understand this knowledge first. I don't want to go out and start talking to people and I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? And clearly there's a lot of people today that's doing that. They get up and they say, oh, I'm chosen. I know who my ancestors was. I know this. I know the Bible. No, you don't. No, you don't, sir. No, you don't. You don't know everything. Okay. So I did a lot of fasting. Okay. A lot of praying. You know, I had a lot of dreams and visions. And then I also shared my dreams and visions. Okay. So I tried to go through a lot of different things, you guys, to try to break it down to show you guys what I was receiving in my dreams and visions. And I even did a 40-day fast back in 2015, and they gave me dreams. And guess what? Guess what the second dream was, y'all? I was building an ark. What does that tell you? Huh? I did 40-day fast. Now, I want y'all to know the number 40 is the number for Enki. That was his rank. So when y'all see that number 40, understand that this associate with Enki. He was the benevolent one. And his son, okay, was Ninja Sita, who is known as Thoth. Okay. His son was also Marduk as well. Y'all, this junk is deep. Real deep. You have to understand who was influencing the children of Israel. Okay? You have to understand who was, you know, teaching them. And all of them was teaching them. You got to go back to the Lost Book of Enki because it shows you who was teaching them in the garden. Okay? You got to go back and see everything. You have to understand the Nibirians. You got to understand them. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that because I'll keep going. Y'all want me to keep going? Because I'll keep going. But yeah, I was building that ark, y'all. I was building an ark in that, doing that 40-day fast. And they showed me, oh my God, y'all. I think I might have to revisit that on another one. I think that might be pretty cool. What you think, baby? You think I should go back over our dreams and visions? Now, my husband did the fast with me, and he also had dreams and visions during that time too. So, yeah, y'all, I think he a little shy. So I might have to share. Let's do the video. He's supposed to be on assignment, y'all, but I'm doing his assignment too. That's why them ships ain't come down yet, because there's a lot of people out here who ain't do their work yet, and I've got to speed it up because I want them to come. Okay, but y'all, for real, I'm gonna have to go back, pull some of my dreams and visions, and go over them with you guys and probably talk about them doing one by one, or maybe just combine 1, 2, or 3 into a video. I don't know. We'll figure out how to do it. We was on the path of doing that years ago, but I actually started to go on a different journey because my consciousness was elevating, y'all, and I was going further. Okay, Thoth had me going way out there in the universe. My mind was gone. Okay, I was literally just exploring so many things. I was reading a lot of things and really just trying to raise my vibration. And I think I was learning a lot of things, you know, from the mother of the universe. So I'm gonna just keep it at that because it's a lot of things that was happening. And man, y'all, I think I traveled to the Galactic Center, and it's just amazing with some of the experiences you have when you start to elevate your consciousness. So I'm here trying to get it back, you know. It never left, but meaning like I haven't did any videos. I've been posting on Facebook this whole time. So the people who are on my Facebook page or, you know, follow the page, then they have been seeing all the messages, you know, for all these years since 2015. I've been just sharing my stuff repeatedly over and over again as I continue to get more clues, and they continue to work with me, and then I began to learn a little bit more, and then I began to discover more things that I missed in my dreams and visions. So it's like, dang, every time I go back, I'm like, oh shoot, I missed that, or that's what that means. And it's like I gotta go back and try to figure it all out, and I'm like, dang, there's way more coded messages in these dreams. So I love y'all. Them ships coming. Well, at least I want them ships to come. Now look, y'all, I'm ready to get, anybody else ready to get on them ships and go? I was just saying, because listen, y'all, I'm getting tired. Y'all, this ain't the way to live on this planet. Okay, are y'all not ready? Okay, like, can we have the free energy and stuff? Y'all, where the healing technologies, and man, this ain't right, y'all. This ain't right. Something's just not right. We need to be living better on this planet Earth. There's just so much more that we could be experiencing, but people just want to focus so much on war and hate, and it's just so much crazy stuff going on. Okay, I'm gonna end it for real. All right, I love y'all. I will be back with another video shortly.